Well, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again. In today's video, we're in Ullswater, the Lake District, and we've come to have a look at the waterfalls here at Aira, and we're going to have a walk up to Gowbarrow as well, and just explore this area. We've never been here before, so it'll be something new, and there's plenty to shoot around here by the look of it. Some really nice waterfalls here, which we're just going to go down and have a look in a minute, and then we're going to head up the path to Gowbarrow and hopefully get some nice shots of the sort of fells and mountains in the distance there. So yeah, the weather's looking quite nice at the moment. It's forecast a little bit of mist, and there is quite a bit of low cloud at the moment, so the tops of the fells are kind of like shrouded in sort of mist and low clouds there, looking pretty good. So I'm going to hopefully get the long lens out and capture some of the mountains and sort of cliffs around here. So yeah, just for the sort of time being, we're going to have a little walk down this path now and just explore this sort of waterfall trail, which is the first half of the circular walk which we're doing today. And yeah, we're going to try and set up some compositions of this first waterfall here at Air Force, and yeah, should be quite good. It's looking pretty good at the moment. It's sort of raging with all the rain that we've had, so yeah, it should be good. So we're going to get down there, I'll set up from first composition, and then I'll show you what I've got set up. Alright, so as you can see, I got my first composition set up now, and basically I've gone for a portrait orientation. It's quite a tall waterfall this, and there's several sort of elements I want to try and include. It's got a really nice bridge at the top there, and obviously the sort of lead into the waterfall there, and the sort of waterfall itself, and then the plunge pool at the bottom. So there's quite a lot of things to try and include in the sort of scene there. So I've gone for portrait just to try and include everything. We've got the ND filter on as well, just to try and take a bit of shine off the water, because it is quite bright at the moment, even though it's cloudy. And also I've gone for the sort of 7-stop ND filter. I'm trying various different shutter speeds. I've gone for like a sort of 15-second one, but I think that'll be too sort of milky in the water, I think. So I've gone for some faster shutter speeds as well, just to try and get as many different images as I can, and obviously pick the right one afterwards once I get it back into Photoshop. But yeah, I really like this scene. It's looking really nice. It's the waterfall is really flowing now. It's really producing some nice sort of like mist as well in the waterfall, so that's giving it a bit of atmosphere as well, which I really like. So I'm going to try a couple of different compositions. I've gone for the sort of full size one, if you like, including all the elements. I'm also going to take one just to the top half of the waterfall, so I can get a little bit closer into that bridge and try and capture a bit of that detail in the sort of stone that's sort of constructed the bridge. Yeah, it's looking quite nice now, so I'll put that on screen for you. I'm going to have a head down now and sort of continue on this sort of waterfall trail and see if I can come up with any other shots, and I'll put you on once I get something set up. Alright, so as you can see there, we've come down to the sort of viewing area now, just a little bit lower down from where we were before, and I think it's a lot better vantage point this. You're kind of looking up into the waterfall, and you're practically at the bottom of the plunge pool here, so it makes a really nice vantage point to try and capture the whole waterfall in its entirety. Again, they're just trying different shutter speeds, anywhere from sort of 5 seconds, a little bit quicker than what we're up there, anyway down to sort of half a second, just to try and capture some of that detail in the water. But yeah, the rocks are looking really nice here. The greens are really popping against the black rock, and again the bridge at the top there just makes a really nice sort of entry point for the sort of waterfall. And yeah, the plunge pool here looking really nice again. So I've got the polarizer on just to try and take off some of the sort of shine on the rocks there, just to try and bring out some of that detail, and it also makes the sort of greens and the browns pop a lot. So it's a really good idea to try and include a polarizer if you're shooting sort of definitely damp woodland scenes like this, where you're going to get a lot of detail from the scene and a lot of colour. I've also got the sort of 7-stop ND filter on there, again just to try and make that shutter speed a little bit longer. It's quite a bright day, even though it is quite cloudy at the moment, so that's looking really good, so I'll put that on screen for you, and we're going to head on now into the trail a little bit more and into the woodland and see if there's any more waterfalls here. But yeah, this is really good, this, if you want to come and visit. Okay, so we just stopped for this little shot just on the path here. These sort of like nice sort of stones and rocks in the foreground here, covered in the moss, really caught my eye as I walked past. So I thought I'd try and get down here, capture some of the rapids here, and include some of these sort of rocks here. And I really like the bend there as it sweeps around into the scene. It's really nice and detailed in the foreground here, and just with the sort of rapids in the background, it makes it look a really nice shot. This, I really like it. So I thought I'd just put you back on and show you this image. I'll put that on the screen for you now, and we're just going to head on the path here and see what else catches our eye. Well, there looks to be some impressive waterfalls down there, but it's going to be challenging or impossible to try and get down and get anything set up. It's kind of like a sheer cliff just off this edge here, so I don't think there's a real sort of vantage point where you can set up and take any shots. So we'll just have to see what happens when we get a bit further up. So yeah, hopefully you can see that there. I've just got the sort of rock in the sort of like bottom sort of third of the image, focusing on that third, and then having the sort of like water coming through just behind it, looking nice and sort of smooth, but capturing a little bit of the detail as well. See, guys, we made it up to the top of Gowbarrow. There's a bit of a stretch coming up there, but we made it anyway. So yeah, hopefully well, the fog has lifted now, or it's starting to lift anyway. We're getting some nice views coming up there. We're kind of like in a bit of a whiteout, so obviously the cloud came right down, but the sun's coming out now and the light's coming out, so we're going to stay here and have a bit of lunch, and hopefully by that time there should be some nice light coming through on these fells. I'll get the long lens out and I'll try and get some nice shots. It should look good up here. So the views are definitely opening up now. So yeah, it's looking really good. So as I'm coming down off the fell there, I'm just going to hold the camera handheld and just try and sort of take some shots.
Why do you practice what you're saying in your head?
We're just making our way down from Gowbarrow now, and we're heading down the trail back towards Ullswater. So it's been really nice up there. It was quite busy though, so I didn't really do any filming, but I took quite a few shots. So I'll put them on screen for you now, and any more shots that I get as I'm walking down towards the sort of shore edge. But yeah, it's looking really nice. The sun's coming out now, so yeah, it's been a nice day so far. So we're going to head on now and see what else we can come up with. Some stunning views down there, so I'm just taking, let's frame this up while I'm filming. Some really nice shot of those trees. It's looking really nice, so I'll put that on screen for you, and as I take some more as I'm walking, I'll put those on as well. Yeah, the views around here are really stunning. I mean, just take a look at this as we're walking down. It's a really nice walk is this. It's parking in the Air Force car park, and it's National Trust there, so if you remember it's free parking. And then it's a bit of a circular walk, so it's about 5 miles altogether. Takes you up through the waterfall trails and then round up through the valley there up to the fells on top of Gowbarrow, up to the trig point. And like I say, we're just coming down now, back down into the valley itself, down to the shores of Ullswater. And yeah, it's a really nice steady walk this. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So it's a bit technical now, so I'm going to put the camera away. As you can see, the path there is a little bit sketchy, so to concentrate on this bit. So as I've been coming down there, I've been looking for the light on the hills, and basically I've seen a shot up here that I just want to show you. And the clouds are kind of wisping around the top of the sort of fell there. And basically the light in the cloud is looking really good. The sunlight shining through onto the fell itself and lighting up the greens of the side of the fell. So I've been shooting that from a distance, getting quite tight in, really nice tight composition, and just getting the basically the outline of the sort of fell with the light background of the clouds, making sure the image is basically not overexposed. So the fell is basically blackness, like a silhouette, and the clouds behind her looking really nice in that sort of bright white, and managing to capture that detail of the clouds as well. So that's looking really good. So I'm going to put that on screen for you now. Okay, so we've just stopped here at the viewing point looking down over Ullswater. I think it's looking towards Patterdale down there, the village at the end of the lake. But the light now is absolutely incredible. The reflections are really good as well, to be honest with you. So I've taken a full pano just to try and get the full scening, because I've got the long lens on, so I can't get the full wide scening, and I can't bother putting the wide angle lens on. So I've done a full pano, probably about 6 shots with the telephoto lens. That should stitch together right nice, and that should be a nice shot, that, so I'll put that on screen for you shortly. But yeah, I've just been basically zooming into the tops of the mountains and picking out nice areas of light and contrast, and this is really good up here. It's a really nice vantage point. So we're going to spend about 10-15 minutes up here, and again just looking around at different compositions. I mean, the boat's down there as well now, I've just seen that, so I'm just going to quickly take a shot of that. Yeah, that's looking quite nice as well. The lake itself is like a piece of glass at the moment. It's really reflective, and the nice, especially with the boat coming along there, it's got some really nice sort of waves coming off the side of the boat there, the bow wave. So it's looking pretty good, that. Quite an interesting shot really. So yeah, I'll put that on screen for you as well. Like I said, the reflections are really good. So shooting down the valley there, down towards Patterdale, I'll show you there. Absolutely stunning location this. With the clouds breaking now, it's looking really nice. So I'll put them on screen for you, and hopefully you like them. Let me know down in the comments which one you like. There's going to be quite a few from here. So yeah, I'll probably put some numbers on or something so you can reference those. But yeah, it's looking really good. So we're just going to have a bit of a snack now, drink and that, and then we're going to continue on back to the car park. So I'll put you on again if I find something nice. Okay, so we're nearly back down at the car park now, and it's been a really nice walk coming down from Gowbarrow Fell, and yeah, it's been really good capturing some images looking down towards Patterdale. The clouds and the sunlight has been absolutely incredible over the fells there. It's been really nice. Hopefully those images have turned out all right. You'll have seen them in the last couple of minutes if I've got some nice shots. I also got that shot of the kite there, so if that's turned out all right, you'll have seen that a couple of minutes ago as well. That was really nice to see those kites flying around. So if you have enjoyed this week's video, then please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like and share, and also leave a comment down below. It's really good to hear from you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So until the next one, bye for now.